Hello everyone, Anita here and welcome to day 10 of the 30-day sketchbook challenge. We're in double digit, guys, the double digits, oh my goodness. I've been painting too long. But it's getting serious now, it's double digits, so 1/3 way behind us. And I've been drawing some pretty, let's say, non-living stuff recently. And so I really felt like drawing some character this time. And since it's still Mermaid, it's a really funny name, Mermaid. So a mermaid, May or a May for mermaids or full of mermaids, just a month for mermaids. So I figured I would draw a mermaid. And I was really thinking about what I could make a little bit different about it, her, instead of just painting just a straight mermaid. And I really felt like drawing a unicorn recently as well, so I figured, okay, I'm gonna draw a unicorn mermaid, but that didn't make much sense until I remembered about narwhals. Is that the way? Narwhal? I hope it is. You know, the little cute dolphin-like creatures with a, horn. And I thought, it's perfectly, amazingly cool if there is a mermaid that's like from the narwhals community or type. I don't know, but it made sense to me at that time and I was really excited about it. So I made this little mermaid which is sitting on top of the rock and is surrounded by some narwhals. And then I hit a dilemma because I really wanted to have her gazing at a starry sky. And I didn't know how to do that because I didn't have anything that really had that blue color, dark blue color. And I also wanted to have some gradient, so yeah, that was a problem. And so against my better judgment, I pulled out the Ecoline blue watercolor because I figured, you know what, I'm just going to cover the whole background with light wash of watercolor and then do the gradient with colored pencils. And this paper is really not meant for watercolors. It's buckled so badly. And I wasn't even putting so much water, just straight off the color from the little jar. But I still had to let it dry for a few hours. So I did some different stuff in between because I was afraid to dry it with a heat gun. I did that once before and it completely ruined the paper. So I just let it air dry, took forever. But then I took my colored pencils and I started building up the gradient. So that's pretty much the longest part of the painting. I keep saying painting because honestly, I feel like I'm spending way too much time on these. They're supposed to be tiny sketches and with every single one, I just keep spending more time on it, like really more time. Not as much as I spend on my regular illustrations, but still quite a lot of time. It's fun, don't get me wrong, but still I would prefer to do a bit less. I think I will try. That's just the way I am. So I was building up the color from the edges inwards. So the edges are the darkest and then around the characters is the lightest. So, kind of to emphasize them. And somewhere along the way, I lost two narwhals. They were two tiny narwhals on the sides and they were lost under all the blue watercolor and I couldn't find them because, blue pencil, blue watercolor, no, that doesn't work together. And then I started building up a little bit of color. I figured I would use the Copic, the W3. So the only Copic, that I have refill for. And W5, so pretty much, but still the only real color that's usable for most of my stuff, and it's the W3, and it kind of worked fine. I mean, it works for the narwhals, and I use it also for the rock, I use it for shading, not bad at all. I had a little bit of problems with shading it, but in the end, colored pencils are so versatile. I just kept adding color, just kept fiddling. A bit too much, seriously, in my opinion, a bit too much. And so this painting is pretty much me fiddling with colored pencil and trying to work out how to do stuff because Normally, when I'm working on watercolor paper, I have, I can do anything with watercolors. I'm so used to that. The idea now, what I'm doing basically in the sketchbook right now is I'm adjusting the ideas to having a little bit of a different process. Like I have an idea and I have to find a different way to execute it. And so in this case, I was doing most of the work with colored pencils because they gave me that nice soft look. And even though in the background I wasn't doing... Initially, I really wanted it to be nice and smooth, the background. Yeah, but in the end I gave up because honestly, who has time for that? This is supposed to be like a sketchbook for ideas. I don't know, for me, it's my brain is so high-wired on making really detailed illustrations. I can't seem to just do little stuff. I just go over the top with whatever I do. It seems, even though this is not that complicated, but it's still not. This is not sketchbook. This is just an illustration in the book. So I went back to the illustration. I used a different Copic, and this is a violet one. It's called Heath for some reason, and this is a very, very nice, like this purplish pink color. I wanted the. Let's put it this way, this is a night scene. I had to tone down the colors, so I couldn't use anything very bright. And I figured that her tail, as well as the horn on the narwhals and on her, they're pink, but because it's dark, they would probably change shade to a different one, and that purple was absolutely perfect for that effect. I was extremely happy that I had it, total coincidence, but I'm really, really happy how it worked out with some of that blue pencil lead that I normally use for sketching. I just layered it on top. It looked much more like a real night scene, so very, very happy. And I kind of wanted to have a look of an opal. I hope that's the way you say it in English, just the stone opal. It has like this shifting colors from white to pink to purple. It's like a bit like a pearl, I don't know. But I wanted to have like this kind of color on her tail, on the horns, and just to give that opalizing. Oh, I really hope that's the word. Just to get that effect. And I think I've achieved it partially. But yeah. For the white details, because there was so much of it, and because the background was so dark, I wanted to use my regular Sigma, Uniball Sigma? Let me see. Uniball Sigma Broad. I don't know, I keep using it all the time and I still forget the name. But unfortunately, it was way too empty for that. So after doing some of the work with the regular Uniball Sigma, that one is way too thin and it doesn't have that nice opaqueness of the broad one. I just pulled out the acrylic Molotov pen, and that one worked perfectly. I mean, acrylic paint, awesome. And after adding the stars, although to me, they kind of look like snow as well, to each its own. But that kind of pulled it all together. It gave that sparkle and made me super happy. And that's pretty much it, guys. This one was extremely fast, but there was just me shading the background for most of the parts, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I most certainly did. This is definitely one of my favorites so far, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Bye!